What's up, trainers? Hey, Drizzy here, back again with another vlog. This time it's a little different, guys. It is currently 7:40. I'm on my way to my soccer game, which is what I usually do every Sunday. As a lot of you may know, Sunday is the day we record league. We just upload it on Tuesday. So you know what? I think that Professor Chris actually saw the vlog and decided to cancel it because it was Mother's Day. He doesn't remember saying all those nice things about me, you know, and saying that he was gonna leave the league and just hand the professor title to me. I think seeing himself actually say all those things really made him wonder if that's exactly what he meant inside, you know, and so he might have just canceled league and might cancel it forever. So I have to find a way to bring the league back up next week, which is fine, you know, I can do that, no problem. We're just not gonna have Professor, or will we? Okay guys, sorry I didn't bring the camera out to catch a little footage of the game, but we ended up winning, so that's good. Now I'm on my way over to the mother-in-law's for some breakfast. I am kind of hungry, so it's good, you know. After this, I might go home and actually do a deck profile for you guys, so you guys can finally see my Garchomp Garbodor deck. But I'm still debating if I should keep it now with the Fates Collide or build something else. Okay guys, so we're at Walmart. I decided to return one of my son's toys. He actually got 2 for his birthday. He doesn't need 2, so we're returning 1. Hopefully to get some credit, maybe we can get some packs with that. Cheese! Yeah, hi guys.
Hi guys.
Your turn?
Yes.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
My name is Mason.
Listen.
He's trying to record, but I don't think we can let him have the camera. He's not ready yet. You guys are now seeing me from Mason's angle. Mason. What are those? The shoes? These are your shoes? Tira. Patty cake. Baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it and roll it and mark it with the B. Put it in the oven for Mason and me. Good job, baby. So the packs, we couldn't get to them just because there was long lines everywhere and I didn't want to wait half an hour for a couple packs, so we'll probably get them later on, you guys. So it looks like we're going to be doing a deck profile once we get home. I know I said we were going to try to get some packs. We returned the item, the toy, but we just couldn't get any packs just because it's Mother's Day. Which, by the way, happy Mother's Day to any of you that are moms. Mason. Yeah, mommy's behind us. Huh? Mommy is behind us. We had to drive in separate cars since I showed up to my mother-in-law's house separate. We're driving in separate cars, but now he gets to roll with me. Huh? Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
What are you doing? Baby, let's train on. See? We got a young champ in the making. So now we're actually on our way. Both my truck and the wife's car is a little dirty, so we're going to go to the car wash. It's a beautiful day. It's nice, you know. It's Mother's Day, it's Sunday, nice, beautiful, clear day. Can't go wrong, you guys. I'm loving it. I hope you guys are liking this vlog, even though it's not Pokemon related, but you know, we'll get to it. Like I said, deck profile coming soon. Go, Mason! Go, Mason! Alright guys, we're back like I told you I was going to be. bringing you this deck profile of my Garchomp Garbodor deck. Let's get right into it. Starting out, our attackers are we run a 4-2-4 line, meaning obviously 4 Gibble, 2 Gabite, 4 Garchomp. We really don't use these two for attacking, but the never enough attack, you discard a card from your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards, is pretty decent, I would say, early game, you know. In case you don't set up properly, you discard a card you don't need, draw 2 more to help you with the next turn. Garchomp is the big boss, the main man, the hot shot. His Turbo Assault, attach an energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. This means any energy card, meaning a DCE, which we don't run in this deck, but DCE, strong energy, you know, any kind of special energy, basic. You put it onto any of your Pokemon that's in play. Amazing, amazing attack. It does 60. If you have a strong energy attached, it does 80, knocking out anything that's fairly weak, and you're already attaching energy, getting that energy acceleration going. Bite Off. This is the one we use the most. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX, this attack does 80 more damage. 80 times 2 is 160. That's a lot of damage for only 2 fighting energies. If you have any of them being strong, you add another 20. You're already doing 180. You Muscle Bandit, that's 200. Your Fighting Stadium, 220. And for 2 energies, you can't go wrong. Free Retreat. So Garchomp's the man. He's a main attacker. The only attacker you want to be attacking with, actually. We have a 2-2 line of Garbodor. So 2 Trubbish, 2 Garbodor. We don't attack with it. We use it for the Garbotoxin ability. If this Pokemon is in play and it has a Pokemon tool card attached to it, it blocks all abilities across the board in your discard pile. So you want to be very careful when you're putting down that float stone onto this. We run this with a float stone because it has 3 retreat costs. That's a lot, and we don't have enough energy to spare to be able to attach 3 basic energies to this and retreat. Blocking abilities is crucial, as Professor Chris. We have 2 Shaman. Obviously it sucks that these aren't proxies. I would switch them for proxies. It's just the proxies are in a case right now, sealed. Setup ability. You want to use this before your Garbodor. You know, if you have Garbodor in play, that's fine. Just don't attach a tool card yet. If you need to set up, play down on your bench. You draw up to 6 cards in your hands. Go from there. Being able to set up fairly quickly with these 2. I use 2 in case one is prized. And our one of in this deck is Jirachi. Sometimes it can be the MVP. Because if it's Stardust attack, you discard a special energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. If you do, that Pokemon can attack Jirachi. This is your Night March decks with the DCEs, your Quaking Punch Seismitoads with the DCEs, Trevenant with the Mystery Energy, I believe, the special Psychic Energy. This card has won me a lot of games just because it stalls your opponent out that much more, and Garchomp comes in and just cleans house. As far as supporters, we run 3 Karina. Karina is the most important supporter in this deck. It allows you to search for a fighting Pokemon and a item card. That being said, we run Rare Candy in this deck. You grab a Garchomp and a Rare Candy, and your Gibble can evolve. As soon as you play that Rare Candy, evolve into Garchomp. Unless it was just put into play that turn, or it is your first turn, obviously. But this, amazing, amazing card. We run 3 because we always want to be able to have access to it. 2 Sycamore, obvious reasons. I'm pretty sure you guys know what this is. You know, you have a bad start early on. If you can bring your hand size down to just Sycamore, you know, get that fresh start, always works, always helps. Lysander. Garchomp wants to attack heavy EX decks, guys. Get those Shamans out, those Seismitoads, whatever it may be. Garchomp can take them down. You Lysander, you know, your opponent's Pokemon, bring them up to the active, knock it out, take those 2 prize cards. Birch. Birch has been in this deck simply for consistency. You shuffle your hand into your deck. If you don't want to discard it, obviously, discard your hand. And you flip a coin, heads or tails. It's all luck-based. And just got reprinted, I should say. So this is getting out of here, and we're putting N back in this. Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. A very, very, very useful card, except It takes a lot of practice to be able to bring your hand size down to 1, whether it be this or your VS Seeker, and then bring this out from the discard pile. Bring your Garchomp onto your bench and draw 5 cards, get that fresh start. Hex Maniac. Early, if it's the only supporter in your hand the very first turn, I'd suggest you play it once you've set up, obviously. Simply because your opponent will also have a hard time setting up if his deck relies on abilities. Okay, going into our items. Let's have the gold up front. We have 4 rare candy. The most important card in this deck. It helps you to evolve your Gibbles into Garchomps right away. 4 VS Seeker. VS Seeker is my favorite card right now in this format. I run 4 no matter what, in whatever deck it may be. This card itself brings you so much consistency, being able to pull out Lysander after Lysander, or pull up a Sycamore if in case you really need to discard your hand right away. This card saves me so many times. Karinas, just any of your supporters, this card is here to help you out. Bring that out, play it. Consistency is key for Ultra Balls. We run. You're not going to use them all, obviously, but you just thin down your deck, you know, for a Shaman early on. Set up for hopefully 4 or 5. Play from there. Maybe grab another Shaman if you need to. I've had to use that in the past. 2 Shamans in 1 turn, but, you know, you're ready to set up next turn with your Garchomps, your Garbodors, tool cards, everything. These are the one-ofs in our deck. Trainer's Mail. This deck runs a lot of items. It's nice to have that. You know, play it, look at the 4 cards, pull any item card you might need. Battle Compressor, a card that people say is broken in this format right now. I'm not sure what I feel about it. I love the card myself. I wouldn't say it's broken, but you know, it just boosts your consistency that much more. You can Battle Compress for a strong energy, a Garchomp, and a Maxis. I have the VS Seeker in my hand, bring my hand size down to 1, play VS Seeker 4 Maxis, bring the Garchomp up, draw 5 cards, or discard any cards you might not need. What if your opponent's also running Garbodor? Discard your Garbodors, thin down your deck to only what you're going to use. Star of the Megaphone, important card. Ask Professor Chris. I've changed his mind about this card. Your Muscle Bands, Spirit Links, Fighting Fury Belts, any tool card, Float Stones that people rely on, this card throws them off like you would not believe. Pokemon Catcher. In case you don't want to use up your Lysander supporter per turn, you use the Pokemon Catcher. Flip a coin. Obviously, if you're lucky enough, you bring out whatever Pokemon you might need. Knock it out. Take your 2 prize cards, hopefully, because you're always wanting to aim for those EXs. Super Rod and Eco Arm. I play 1 of each. These are just to get my Pokemon, whether it be Garbodors that I had to discard early in the game, some basic energies, you know. And with this, tool cards, your Float Stones that may have gotten discarded, some Focus Sashes that we're running. You'll see the tool cards in a little bit, but we use these just to bring them back into our deck, being able to play them again. As far as the tools, we run 1 Muscle Band, 2 Float Stone, and 3 Focus Sashes. Now, Muscle Band, obvious reasons. I use this for the Megas. This Muscle Band will do you wonders, and you can always pull it out with Karina. 2 Float Stone. Like I said before, Garbodor. These and Garbodor were made to go together. They were born together. Put it on Garbodor, blocks out all abilities. Your opponent's going to get frustrated with you. 3 Focus Sashes. These are the tricky cards. If the fighting Pokemon this card is attached to has full HP, and it were to be knocked out by a Pokemon's attack, discard this card once it's attacked and leave your Pokemon to 10 HP left. Garchomp, sometimes, you know, 130 doesn't seem quite enough. You play this down, they attack, you leave your Garchomp at 10, but hopefully you're able to attack them and knock them out instead. I use these for the Night March matchup mostly because Night March is always hitting for high numbers. Play this down, they attack. Couldn't quite get it down to 0 due to this. You know, I discarded, knock out their Joltik or Pumpkaboo. 3 Focus Sashes. In case one is prized, you always have 2. Put them on both Garchomps or 3 Garchomps if you can get them out in play. Saving lives. Our Fighting Stadium. We run 2. The attacks of each fighting Pokemon in play both yours and your opponent's do 20 more damage to your defending Pokemon EX. Again, we want to go for those Pokemon EX, getting that extra 20. So we run 2. You want to be very, very, very careful when you play these down. Don't be so quick to play them down if you can't attack yet, because most likely your opponent will have a stadium, they play it, and yours is going to have to get discarded. Energies. For obvious reasons, 4 strong energies. You can only attach them to fighting Pokemon, so your Garchomp, but it does 20 more to the active Pokemon. The Bite Off attack does 160 to Pokemon EX. With 2 of these, you're doing 200 already, not including Muscle Band or Fighting Stadium. And you can always bring them back with the Turbo Assault if they get discarded. And we run 3 basic energies. Reason we run 3 is for Jirachi, that Stardust attack, or attach it just to retreat the Jirachi because we don't want to waste our Float Stone on it. Or Shaman, because Shaman also has a retreat cost of 1. I also just sometimes find myself attaching to Shaman, retreating, and attacking with Garchomp later on. Because people always want to bring out the Shaman just to stall. Or your Garbodor, but they can't bring out Garbodor because it's Float Stoned. So, yeah guys, this is my deck. Hope you guys liked it. Build it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I should change anything. If you saw anything that might help me out. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep playing with this deck, but I loved it. It's super fun, super quick if you can set up fast enough. And it does a lot of damage. It is a great deck. It disrupts your opponent. Okay guys, like you saw, that was my deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry, this is my first deck profile. If I can improve on something, maybe explain something a little better, I'll try and check the comments. Let me know, if I should do something different. I'll take this constructive criticism well, and I will improve for you guys. Hope you guys like the vlog, kind of vloggy-ish. Just showing you guys a little bit of what goes on my Sundays, except for League, because there was no League. And a deck profile. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And remember, train on.